What's up, everyone? Shane Santacroce here, and as always, we're here to make it happen. We're in studio today, and I got to tell you, we have some really interesting stuff to talk about. I got Giacomo with me, and I've done a lot of research on this product, and I'm really excited to get it out to you guys so you can learn more about it yourselves. But welcome. Let everybody know who you are.
Thank you, Shane, for hosting me. Okay, so my name is Giacomo Stanghellini. I come from Italy. I come from a small city on the northeast coast of the peninsula. It's like 2 hours south of Venice. The city is called Cesena. Maybe you know a city nearby. I don't know if you know Cesena, but Rimini. It's a bigger city nearby along the coast, very famous because it's very touristic, especially during the summer. A lot of clubs, a lot of nightlife, and the beach is on the beach. So a lot of tourists from all over Europe, Russia, Germany. It's pretty nice. And that's where I grew up. I had a lovely childhood, I'd say. And my parents were very lovely, sweet, supportive. And so they supported me when I decided also to join, to start my structural engineering career. That's my background. That's how I started, my life. What it was structural engineering for more than 10 years. I studied university, bachelor, master. I started working in Italy. But when I was in Italy working, I was working mostly in small projects. So I was not really excited too much because I chose structural engineering because I had my dream, my vision that was designing scrapers. Sorry.
Not a lot of those on the beaches of Italy.
No, not many. We just have them in Milano.
Yeah.
And Milano is beautiful, absolutely, but it's also cold. So I had this dream. I wanted to get out of Italy, either go Northern Europe, Germany, Frankfurt, they do skyscrapers, or to the United States. Obviously, the United States has always been a dream of mine. It is a dream of everybody.
And we're building skyscrapers every other week. So.
Exactly. In every city, you have skyscrapers. So when the opportunity came, I found this traineeship opportunity here in the United States. I got it, came here, started working here, and it was really cool. And I was good at it. So I was offered a full-time position and, permanent stay. And then I worked here for like more than 6 years in structural engineering. I designed everything. I did design skyscrapers. So I fulfilled my dream. I achieved my goal. And I designed many other projects. It was really cool. So I was really satisfied, happy with myself. When I really want to achieve something, I put all of my energy into it and I do it. Like I'm unstoppable. Yeah, I'm unstoppable for that. And but at some point, I just grew. I don't want to say tired, but I kind of wanted to do more. I wanted to challenge myself more. And so what I did is, I wanted to start something new on my own.
Yeah.
At the same time, while I was working in engineering, I met Lasti, my current fiance. She's from Botswana. I met her here. She was already here. She's from Botswana, which is the country north of South Africa. I don't know if you know it.
Yep.
Very beautiful. A lot of, savanna, a lot of animals. So she was also very connected with nature like I am, by the way. And so we met and we decided to go and to do something together. She was already working here in beauty as a model, but also in the cosmetics industry for a big cosmetic company. So she had a lot of insight. And so it just kind of came natural. We both had this idea. We want to start our own skincare brand. And that's what I'm here today to talk about, our skincare brand, organic skincare brand.
What a major leap from structural engineer to skincare. And, I have a small cosmetics company that I started a while back and COVID hit and I kind of stepped away for a little bit. And it's a very difficult industry to break into, number one. And I remember just going through all the different ways to make the product, and I wanted to be all natural, but I still wanted to have high quality. And it took me close to a year just to develop lip gloss. So I can't imagine what you've gone through at this point. But again, you have that drive, you have that passion. That is the foundation to any successful brand or business or relationship in general. So tell me more about the concept, the brand, how it came about and why it's so special to you.
Well, the concept is simple. So we wanted to start a brand that was going to address skincare in a natural and organic way. And we also wanted our products to be made in Italy because Italy is the second manufacturer of Europe. I don't know if you know that. It's very powerful and it's like a synonym of quality.
Of course.
Italian products are not famous all over the world just for nothing. It's because Italians are very detail oriented. Like they really put all of their attention on the details, of whatever they do.
And they
really
take
put
pride in the
passion.
quality.
Yeah, they really put passion. And so we wanted to start something made in Italy, and that's what we did, basically. Obviously, I'm Italian, so I had already some connections. We went there. We started working on our own formulas. But we started this 2 years ago. So it took us a lot of time.
Yeah.
We developed our own formulas with a lab. They helped us as well. And only organic, because we are both me and Lasti, are really into nature. We kind of love nature and the organic philosophy our own way. Like we're really passionate about it. And so, by the way, I have been camping and hiking and doing like all the outdoor stuff since when I was a kid. And so that is something that, it's really in my heart, nature. I want to preserve it. I want to work with it. And last year as well, while I was camping like in the forest, we have a very big forest close to our city. We are on the beach, but at the same time...
Yeah, it's not far away. Exactly.
No, 40, 50 minutes we have the forest, because we have the mountains all over, in the middle of the peninsula, the Italian peninsula. So I was camping, hiking in the forest. At the same time, Lasti was also doing camping, hiking, all that stuff. But like in the savannah.
Different forest.
Yeah, exactly. And it's very cool. So she was like among elephants and zebras. I've been there. I don't know if you've been there.
I've never been. I definitely want to go at some point.
Unbelievable. Animal documentaries, they always shoot them in 2 or 3 countries. Kenya in the Serengeti National Park, or Botswana in the Kalahari National Park, or the Okavango Delta and Chobe National Park, which is right there. Beautiful. All these documentaries where there are like these flocks of buffaloes that cross the rivers, and then the crocodiles.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly Botswana. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It enters in your heart. So we both had this passion. So we both wanted organic. Absolutely. And that's why also our products are all certified organic with the IAB organic certification. That's the Italian skincare organic certification with European and worldwide recognition. And we're very proud to always say that, we wanted to go the hard way to get our products certified. We know that it's hard. We know that we had to withstand a lot of regulations, controls, and we did. But at the end of the day, it's what really makes our products more special than others. Because
let me ask you a question on that, right? Because I know here in the United States that there's different ways to have the word organic on your product, right? You don't necessarily have to be certified. There's very specific guidelines that get you to that point, which obviously are much more strict than just having the word organic on your product or service, or not service, but product or food or whatever you're offering, right? Give us a little more detail. Like, kind of, I want you guys to really understand there's a major difference by when you purchase something that is certified organic versus whatever be the underlinements of those. So give a little bit of education on that.
Yeah, so I spoke to the USDA and they told me I could put organic if I had some specific ingredients there and if I did not have some other ingredients. But as far as the label, organic, like the seal
certification,
of the certification, people cannot put it. Other brands cannot put it unless they actually have a certification. So we do have this IAP certification, and we had to undergo a lot of regulations, a lot of controls. Like it took us a lot of time, and they're very strict, especially in Italy, in all over Europe, actually. They're more strict than here to be organic. They really check everything. They really check the raw materials as well, because it's not just that the products are organic, but the raw materials, they also
go into it.
have to be organic, and not just from everywhere in the world, but they have to be grown in Italy. So
wow, okay, I didn't know that.
They check that. So even if we have in our preparations some ingredients that are not originally, like some plants mostly, that are not originally from the Italian peninsula, still we have greenhouses and they grow them there. So all of our products are grown there with like quality, and they are organic. So
it's interesting.
I'm gonna hop in real quick. So online, obviously this will be edited out, people get around it by putting made with organic ingredients, but it could just be 1 or 2 organic ingredients. Doesn't mean the whole product is organic. So that's how people
Gotcha.
put made with organic ingredients, but it's not really all organic.
So I'll just do a little speech. Okay. So yeah, here in the U.S., it's if you just put I think it's a handful, whatever it is, a couple ingredients that are organic, you could put on your label "made with organic ingredients." And a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm eating organic," and it's maybe 2 to 3 actual ingredients in the whole thing you're eating or skincare that you're utilizing. That's organic, not the actual product you're using. I think that's a big misconception in this country, which really sets apart someone who's truly certified organic. But
exactly, and that's why we wanted to be apart from them.
Yeah,
like we really.
And it's interesting when we talk about things grown in Italy, right? Because people always think, oh, Italians were great cooks, and if you go to Italy and let's say, who has the best olive oil or the best limoncello or the best lasagna or the best whatever, right?
Yeah,
the best eggplant. Everybody will fight because everybody is using ingredients that are so incredibly, it's unbelievably different. If you've never been to Italy and you don't like a food like tomatoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try a tomato in Italy. And
Exactly.
you will change, you'll eat it like an apple. It is unbelievably different. And, obviously I have family in Italy. The first time I went over there, we were driving through the mountains to go see some people, and I kept seeing people on the side of the road with big bags shoveling what I now know was, I guess, ash from the volcanoes, right?
In the south.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, Anthony, what's going on over here? And he's like, oh, well, the amount of minerals inside that, they put it in their, terrazzo, right? In their gardens, and it makes their fruits and the vegetables grow unbelievably fresh and good and nutrient free,
nourishment
rich
for the soil.
I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it was really, really interesting. And he goes, "Yeah, everybody thinks that we cook so good over here. We just have much better ingredients than everybody else." And literally, like in the South, if you're going into the Amalfi Coast and stuff, you'll see like thyme and rosemary and just normal ingredients that you'd go buy at Publix here growing on the side of the road. It's really, really weird, and
they're so tasty.
Yes. It's unbelievable. I mean, cars driving by and you could pull over and start picking out some herbs.
I was there in Amalfi last year, and I was just touring with Lasti, and we were seeing these lemons, huge lemons.
Yeah.
You would just taste a lemon, would you? Normally not. But we were there, we just, bit into lemons, and it was like,
it's so really unbelievably different.
It's like so kind of sweet. Yeah. It's not so too sweet, but it's not that sour like you think.
No, you can.
It's so good.
You don't have that. Like somebody just pinched you in the face. Yeah. But and let's talk about the organic movement in general, right? It certainly has gained some ground, and in my opinion, I see it growing. What's your opinion on that? I mean, I think it's going somewhere, and I think the world at some point is going to have to start moving towards that direction, just for health purposes in general. But what's your thought on? Do you see that the organic movement in industry getting bigger?
Yeah, the organic movement is in every industry is getting bigger right now. Now we are in the luxury skincare market. That's what we placed ourselves. So that is also getting bigger. So just to give you, what the industry numbers are, in 2021 we had a global luxury skincare market of around $47-48 billion US dollars. The organic share of this 47-48 was around 9 billion, so around 20%, more or less. Well, the projections, the 5 years projections are saying that by 2028, the global luxury skincare market is going to be around $80 billion, so almost double.
Yeah. But
the share of the organic global luxury skincare market is going to go to 19-20 billion. So from 1/5 to 1/4, from 20 to 25% in just 5 years. So we're seeing this in every industry, of course, but in the luxury skincare market as well. People are very conscious about it. They want to go organic. They want to join this philosophy. A lot of people are really understanding this and they're seeing it. Thank God. Our, politicians are also helping. They're moving the right way. The whole plan is too slowly, but they're moving the right way, and that's really good.
I think too now that some of the products that women used over women and men, okay, everybody, the products being used over decades and decades at this point now. You're starting to see the damage, right? You're starting to see somebody who used a specific product, and I won't name any products, but a specific popular product for 25, 30, 40 years, and it's damaged their skin. It's caused health issues in some cases. I mean, hair loss, alopecia, you name it. All types of things have come out of many different types of products. So I think two things are happening. Number one, they're understanding that's not okay to put these chemicals into your skin, right? And number two, I think that people are becoming more conscious about skincare earlier on, right? Rewind 20, 30 years ago. It was women in their 40s plus where they start getting really heavily involved in skincare because they started to notice their aging process was really catching up to them, right? Now you see girls and again, people, and they're from their 20s all the way up that are really starting to, whether it's organic or not, get into skincare and then understanding the importance of having the organic products in their skin and why it's so important, the damage it could become. Now that we have the internet and information is so readily available, it's giving people the opportunity to do their research and use the proper product. So I agree. I think those projections might even be low. I think that the organic market, especially when it comes to things like skincare, is going to just fly. It's going to go to the moon. As these stock guys go, rocket to the moon, right? So that's right. That's really where I see it's coming. So one of the things I want to kind of touch on because I'm hearing about it or not.
Can I just respond to you?
Yeah.
This
please.
observation 1 second. So about the other brands and this, effect on the skin after like 2, 3, 5, 10 years. Well, a lot of the major brands out there, they use heavy chemicals that they deliver results immediately. So the people are happy and they keep on buying them. But then in the long term, they actually harm the skin. And, I've used all of the products out there, like all of the major brands products out there, just because it's my competitor. So I actually wanted to know what they were doing. And some of them, obviously I'm not going to name anybody, anything, but some of them, they give me tears after a while, or they make my skin actually burn. And even last year, obviously tried that. And that's why we wanted to really stay away from that. And, they cannot afford to go fully organic because they want the quick...
they want the entire market as well. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
While we're willing to take a little bit longer with our products to show results, but at least it's going to be organic, which is not even true, by the way, because our products are really good, well formulated. Even if they're organic, they deliver results pretty quick. But still, we wanted to just be distinct from these other brands. And about the organic movement as well, I wanted to say, we put one of our slogan, since it's increasing the organic movement, we put one of our slogan that is Nerea Milano, beauty and bloom for you and the planet. Because we have one habitable planet and we have to preserve it. We know that that our actions today are going to have an impact on future generations. And so we are really working hard to curb our emissions, to curb our carbon footprint. We really want our choices to be our children's. And we're really working hard on that. We are actually already net zero emissions right now. Nerea Milano is already net zero. We made investments into the renewable energy. And not just that, but our lab in Italy is also a low energy consume lab. So it doesn't pollute too much. And they keep making investments in the renewable energy. And by 2025, they're also going to be net zero emissions. And all of our supply chain, since we are organic, well, all of our ingredients are organic. And, organic is not just a name. It's really a philosophy. So people want to embrace that philosophy. They want to care about the planet more, at least all the people that are within this industry. And so our supply chain is also very, very green. And, we actually don't even use ships to ship our products. We always use planes because obviously they consume a lot less.
Yeah. That's a good point to bring up, right? Because you hear that a lot and, a lot of talking points. And then somebody puts them on one of these ships that's putting off a massive, carbon footprint. So,
exactly.
You get
100,000 cars, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And look, it's in today's world, it's impossible to be 100%, especially when you're bringing products from Italy. You have to get it here, so you can't swim it over. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, taking those steps to do the best you possibly can to bring that down and do your part. I think that's really what it all starts with to begin with. When you talk about the movement of organics, it's easy to go out and complain about what somebody's doing wrong. But if you're not taking the steps to do right yourself or to live the philosophy in which you preach about, then what do you really, you have no interest in it at all.
Exactly.
It's just a talking point for you, right?
Mhm.
So taking those steps and accepting that, hey, we can't do absolutely everything. Certain things are out of our control, but everything that's in our control, we do. I think that's a fundamental difference between what you guys are doing and most of the talking heads of some of the bigger brands.
Right, because also now we have the technology. We can shift to like net zero emissions if we want to.
Yeah.
We just have, to invest in renewable energy and in all this green, and sustainability tools that we have.
Yeah.
Just make investments. But it's not just an investment that is for today. It's an investment in the long term. It really gives back. It really brings us back. That's what we want to do. Right now we have 420 parts per million of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And, before the Industrial Revolution, we had 280 parts per million. You know that? It was like, It was fixed for like hundreds of thousands of years, 280 parts per million. Now, all this carbon dioxide is causing a greenhouse effect. Rays come from the sun, they come down, they hit the surface of the Earth, they are reflected. And before, they used to just leave, pass through the atmosphere and go back to space. Now, since carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, they cannot go through anymore. They are reflected again, deflected, and so they stay inside the atmosphere and they warm it up. And that causes climate change, the warming of the planet, and all, the
we
weather
basically
events.
are speeding up Mother Nature's natural process, right?
So if anything, we have to work backwards and try to repristinate the environment and, the atmosphere to what it was prior to the Industrial Revolution. And so investing in renewable energy is the beginning of it. Then we're going to get it even better. We
certainly got a long way to go, obviously, but if everybody does their part, I think that a change can happen. Whether that change is big, small, or otherwise, that's for us to see in the future, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now, obviously, I know you have products, right? But what are your actual products, right? So, let everybody know what products you do offer and maybe just a brief overview of what those products do.
So we have currently 6 products, all of them organic and made in Italy. We have one face wash, 3 creams, and 2 serums. They are all for facial skincare. And so starting from the face wash, so that is not just a regular face wash and makeup remover. That is also a nourisher. So it delivers a lot of nourishment to the skin. It has several key active ingredients. The main one is our Genia Rubens anti-age and detox algae complex. So Genia Rubens is an algae, and so it's famous for all the nourishment that it delivers, but also the detox power that it has. So that's one thing. It's very powerful. Then we have trace mineral, bioavailable trace minerals. A lot of minerals that are good for the skin: zinc, iron, copper, which has relieving properties. Very cool. Then we have pomegranate active water, all in this face wash, which has also soothing effect and astringent properties that, it's perfect for skins that have, problems with too much sebum production, like the grease of the skin.
Yeah.
So this regulates the sebum production. Is also, And we also have melon active water, which is moisturizing and nourishing properties. So it's not just really a normal face wash. It delivers a lot of nourishment, vitamins as well, antioxidants, very powerful. Then we have our anti-age products. Our products are all anti-age, all of them. Just that some of them are more anti-age. So those ones we really market them as anti-age because they're more powerful.
They're more specifically for them.
Yeah, for mature skins. And so we have one serum and one cream. The cream is called Florida, honoring, the state where we are located right now. And so this has also anti-age algae complex, which is very powerful for all the nutrients that it delivers, a lot of omega-3, a lot of vitamins. It's really powerful to reduce wrinkles and fill up wrinkles as well. Another ingredient in this cream is hyaluronic acid spheres. So these spheres of hyaluronic acid that penetrate the skin and are able to attract moisture and replump the skin. So they're replumping. They're very powerful. And then we have goji berries extract as well, a lot of nutrients and vitamins, really powerful. Plus, low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid, is one key component of every skincare because that is the molecule that is able to really retain moisture in the layers of skin. And one molecule of hyaluronic acid can bond with 1,000 molecules of water. So you understand the power of this. Then we have our anti-age serum. We call it Sempreverde, which literally means evergreen. It has several plant extract inside, all plant-based, obviously. We created this compound with 4 plant extracts, and we called it Youth Essence Complex because it's very powerful to fill up the expression lines and eliminate sagging and deliver nourishment as well. Plants always deliver a lot of nourishment, vitamins, antioxidants. We have this. We have low molecular weight hyaluronic acid, and we have betaine, Pueraria lobata, which is called Japanese arrowroot in English, and other plant extract that also deliver a lot of antioxidant. And together they soften your skin and they make your skin just look more plumped and more brighten and more blooming. So that's very powerful. We have another product that is also anti-age. It's called Prospera. And it's a different one that is good also for skin types that are not too mature. And that is our peptide cream, organic peptides cream. Peptides are a chain of amino acids, very powerful. We have them all over the body. They work as enzymes, hormones, and they create structures and fabrics in our body. So very powerful. In this case, the main ingredient is the acetyl hexapeptide 8, which is a chain with 6 amino acids. And it's very powerful because it can slowly decrease the contractions of the skin while you apply it. So what that means? That means is that if the skin contracts less, it forms less expression lines. So that's powerful. It also fills up the lines that are already there. So yes,
I got to try some of these things.
Yeah,
I know you got some samples for me, so
exactly.
I will personally be trying these out and let you know, and I'll maybe do a review on them or something.
Exactly, and so we're very proud of that. And actually, this ingredient alone has been studied, and has been shown to reduce wrinkles by nearly 20% alone in just 1 month of use. 1 month of use, twice daily. So that is already super powerful. But besides that, in this cream, we added as other peptides, especially collagen peptides that boost collagen production and concentration. This product also contained our lipofilling complex, which basically is a complex based on goji berries that boosts lipids production in our deepest skin layer, the hypodermis. So very powerful, And then we have our flagship products with our snail slime products. We have 2, one serum and one cream. We're getting a lot of attention because of them. And so these products contain, the main ingredient is obviously snail slime, or actually it's called enzymatic snail secretion filtrate, because the snail slime is collected and then worked, in the lab. And
who actually does that though? Who actually collects the snail slime?
Yeah, well, we have a farm. So there's farms and all the snails are there, and it's cruelty-free. The snails are not harmed during the process. So that is really important to say. Yeah, because people think, you kiss snails too. No, absolutely not. They roam around freely, and then sometime during the day, they collect all the slime that falls down some crates.
All the excretion.
Where yes. So absolutely cruelty-free. And so this ingredient is super powerful for the nourishment that it offers. Vitamins, peptides, minerals, amino acids, and proteins. Like glycolic acid is another main component. So I will explain later what all these ingredients do, but it's super powerful. And the key reaction of the skin to these ingredients is it boosts regeneration rate of skin cells. So skin cell turnover rate is improved. So it's really like an ultimate regenerative ointment both of them, serums and creams. So we have this ingredient in both of them. We have low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. And by the way, hyaluronic acid, there's several forms of this hyaluronic acid. Low molecular weight, high molecular weight, medium molecular weight. According to the weight, molecular weight, it goes deeper or stays more in the surface. So we have both, and we added this low molecular weight hyaluronic acid, which penetrates deeply in the skin and hydrates it, and also boosts collagen production. So collagen is really important, as you know. It's like one of the most important proteins of our body because it keeps the structure of cells together, especially skin cells, which means it keeps our skin firm and elastic as well. So snail slime boosts the production of collagen with its peptides and all the ingredients it has. And also, it contains already collagen, so it increases the concentrations as well.
So is it only a specific kind of snail, or is it the snails in my backyard that I can just put on my face?
Yeah, we have one specific snail that is perfect for this. It's because it produces more slime and it has more nourishment. They obviously studied all the snails, and the one that was the best one for us, for skincare, for humans, that's the one they went with.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so, are you finished with the product?
No.
Go ahead.
So in our serum, we also have organic damask rose flower water, which is, it's water extracted from these flowers. Very powerful, a lot of antioxidant power, and it also especially this ingredient has shown to have relaxing properties as well. Then we also added aloe vera leaf juice, and aloe vera is an ingredient that you already know. It's so well known in the cosmetic industry. Yeah. A lot of hydrating powers, exfoliating powers, and nourishment power as well. So
when I was a kid, we had it growing in the yard. Anything that happened,
exactly,
go grab a leaf, and that was what we did. Exactly. Chop off your arm. My grandma would grab a leaf and rub it on.
That's really powerful. And also in the cream, Spirale, Gorgolaio is our snail slime serum, and Spirale is our snail slime cream. In the cream, we have, again, as I said, the snail slime cream, the snail slime. We have low molecular weight hyaluronic acid, and then jojoba oil, very powerful, a lot of hydrating power. It really keeps your skin moisturized, plump, hydrated. And also we add the cornflower floral water with all of its antioxidant power and soothing and relieving properties. So we really put everything together. So these products are very comprehensive of everything. They really do everything for the skin. It will make it.
It goes back to that, things made in a time of high quality with attention to detail to really make sure this came together to be something that was not only worth the money, but worth the time that you're putting into your skincare. So, you started as a structural engineer, you lived your dream, you built that skyscraper, you've done, big projects, you've done small projects in your own country, now here in the United States. You obviously have your hands full with a lot going on. And we know that dream was your drive, right? In that field, in that industry. And you made a major transfer to this industry. Now, what drives you now to bring this product to the public? And this is a very, very competitive market to begin with. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of knowledge that you have to have, right? So what really drives you now in this industry?
Yeah, I really had to study a lot in this 2 years. I had to face a lot of adversities and obstacles, but I'm very grateful that happened. So what drives me, it's really, I am driven by the opportunity to help others, to be honest. I want people to care about themselves more, about their skin, to be also more in sync with nature, to feel the energy of the universe and the planet, and to be in sync, to embrace it, to embrace the organic movement, to preserve the planet. We work so hard, and humans are beautiful, but they haven't been able to harness their emotion too well right now. So what happens? All these emotions, fears, it gives stress, and stress makes them age faster. And that's what happens. So if I can help with my products, our products, to make them, to feel a little bit younger and to feel better with themselves.
A little more confidence, yeah.
Exactly, because because as you said, youth gives confidence. Confidence gives energy. And so if they have energy, they don't give up on life so easily. So they can work hard. They can work harder on themselves and make the necessary transformations that they need to make. Because that's why we're here. We're here to grow. We're here to face obstacles, become stronger, and then grow spiritually and mentally. So people doing that, skincare, it's not just something that is superficial. No, it's all a will, basically. Skincare gives you confidence. Confidence gives you energy, strength, and then it makes you, work harder and then face obstacles better and become stronger. And so if everybody does that, the whole society grows. And
of course.
Exactly. So it's like all a will. And can I say
look, I love that. The circle of life, right? I love the way, and it is so true, right? Youth is something that everybody chases for always, right? Youth does bring confidence, looking good, feeling good about yourself. We can talk about not being superficial and all that kind of nonsense, but at the end of the day, whatever your idea of looking good is, when you look good, you feel good, you have that confidence. That confidence gives you energy and drive to walk down successful paths. And and really is a good way to put it. You're less likely to give up in life on projects, relationships, friendships, success, whatever it may be, if you have that level of confidence and energy and drive to push forward, right?
Exactly. And humans, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
And humans are always like striving to take a profit out of anything. And we have to stop that because we try to really squeeze every resource that we have to make money that most of the times we don't even spend. Why do we make money? Because we think that could solve all of our issues. It could prevent us from working on ourselves. And that's what we are here for. We're here to work on ourselves to make these transformations. And so ultimately, people will understand that. And I think we're getting better as a society. We are living longer. And by living longer, we also start caring about the planet more. Because before, when our lifespan was like 30, 40 years, people didn't really care about the planet. Exactly. Now we're caring more because we live longer. We care more about the planet. We care more about ourselves. And so we're moving in that direction. Obviously, skincare is very important. We need our youth, and we just reached 8 billion humans on this planet just this December. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Crazy. So now we're 8 billions. We live longer. The average, the median human age has increased.
It's like 86 or something, right?
No, the median age is like 32. The median, like the average, not the average lifespan.
Lifespan.
But the median is like 31, 32. Before it used to be 25, something like that, So we are older. That's what I want to say. We are older, so we deserve to still look, young.
Look good and feel good.
Exactly.
Well, listen, we have to wrap up. I would love to have you back on again. If you have any questions about it, go buy the products and, try them out. Send me any reviews. We'll bring them on the show, and whether good, bad, or otherwise, we'll let them take a look at them and see. I'm personally going to try it. We're going to try to convince Victoria over here to try them as well. She's all about her skincare products. And
you can visit our website, nereamilano.com. You can also find us on social media in Instagram at Nerea_Milano. On Facebook, you can really find us in a lot of platforms, social media.
Yes, and again, I'll have all this information in the description below. If you have any questions, send a DM. I'll make sure I have all his contact information as well. And please try the products. So the next time we bring them on, we can show them some of your reviews, and we'll see what they have to say about them. Right? Appreciate you coming out, man. And as always, let's make it happen.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shane, for hosting me.